Hey guys, this is Bruce, and we're going to be talking about Cybersecurity Analyst in Clovis, California. Now, before we start, I want to talk about why I do these cyber inbox things week after week. There's two main reasons I do it. Number one is you might be actually looking for this job. You might have actually searched Cybersecurity Analyst Clovis, and then you came up with this. So you're a pro, you're already in doing this stuff, this job might be for you. If that's the case, just look down below. You'll see the job description of everything that I'm talking about today. Now, the other reason I do this is for noobs, like people who just are trying to get into this field or they're very new to it. This is an opportunity for you to see what employers and what staffing agencies and what technical recruiters are looking for. So you'll know what to put in your resume, what kinds of things that do cybersecurity analysts do. All right, let's get into this. Now, one more thing before we start. I've got a course below if you're interested in knowing more about how to get into cybersecurity. You want to do remote work like I've been doing for the past few years. If you want to do risk management framework, I got courses for all that stuff, and I've also got some free stuff. Just link in the link below in the description, and it'll show you where you can go to get some of that stuff, some of which is free. All right, let's get into it. So I think this is a staffing agency, but it might be a technical recruiter. I'm not sure, but let's just get right into the job here. I will have the contact information below if you want to get in contact with these folks. Cybersecurity Analyst in Clovis, California. Job duties include assist with security verification validation procedures to ensure that the ongoing protection of assets and sensitive customer information, including network diagrams, firewall rules, desktop hardening, vulnerability management, physical controls. We're asking a lot of the person who's going to take this job. Is very broad. They want you to know lots of things about all aspects of security, from the documentation to the network security to the ongoing protection of assets, and it includes all that. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Work with peers. And now you should know if you're new to this, this is not typical. Like, not all cybersecurity positions will have you doing physical security and watching CCTVs and protecting all those kind of things. Normally it's technical. Like if they're saying cybersecurity is normally just technical, unless you're just doing validation and verification. Validation and verification means like an assessment. Basically, you're looking at their security features. You're not setting them up. You're not a security guard. You're not looking at CCTVs. You're making sure that everything is in place. That's what you're doing for validation and verification. It's assessments, it's auditing, it's things like that. So you're not actually doing that stuff. Okay, so work with peers, international counterparts, management, and legal to identify and mitigate areas of risk relative to global projects, operations, and provide recommendations for controls to the same. Controls means like security controls, security features on, say, a computer, or security features in the facility. Okay. Responsibilities include developing, implementing, and communicating information security standards, policies, procedures, and tests. So this is still pretty broad because you're doing assessments, verification, and validation, but they're saying you're going to be responsible for actually maintaining the documentation. So, and implementing some of it. So this is pretty broad. Provides technical and or analytical support to solve wide range of complex issues. That's pretty broad. Manage, coordinate, and track mitigations to ensure appropriate progress within the recommended time frame. Okay. Provide management with periodic updates and, as requested by supervisors, give occasional presentations to senior management and or legal on various security topics of interest. Okay. Must have the following skills. They're wanting 5 years of overall in technology, in a technology role. They are and additional 2 to 3 years of experience doing cybersecurity. So they want you 5 years just straight up technical, fixing them, computers, routers, hubs, and they're not being specific on the technology that they're wanting. So that's kind of interesting. But they're saying 2 to 3 years of experience doing cybersecurity, information security, information assurance is strongly desired. Okay. Knowledge of a broad array of security solutions on complex control scenarios, strong experience in task project management, and this is very broad. They want you to have strong experience with project management as well as an IT hands-on, as well as cybersecurity, as well as a broad array of it even seems like it includes physical security and doing documentation. So seems like a small company because you're doing an awful lot of things. Excellent communication skills, including the ability to adjust presentation style to the needs of the audience based on intent. Yeah, that's very typical. Normally, as a security person, you're talking to 2 or 3 different agencies within your company, or units or departments, where there'll be some people you're talking to who are very technical, some people are just doing physical security, and then some people are doing just management, some people are doing documentation, you got to talk to all, you got to put these different hats on, and different ones want a different presentation style. Like if you're talking to just pure technical people, they don't really need slides or PowerPoint. Typically, they just want to see the data, so you'll just do spreadsheets for them. If you're talking about management, they like pretty pictures and a very tame and template PowerPoint. You know, that's kind of what they want to see. They want to see specific font and everything spelled correctly. You know, that's the kind of stuff, your C-level execs, if you're talking to them. So that's what they mean by different audiences. So that's pretty typical of a security role. Theories, concepts, technologies to work on generally complex operational and technical activities, and applied knowledge of established procedures, policies, practices. Familiar with ISO and NIST. Those are 2 risk management frameworks. Basically, what that means in a nutshell is it's a process of securing an asset. It's a process of, it's like a 6 or 7 step process of protecting computers. So in the first step, you'll prepare by meeting everybody. The second step, you'll categorize the system to see what impact level if the system goes down. And then the second step, you get the idea. There's different steps at each step of the way to make sure the system is secure in all aspects. In physical security, make sure you have documentation, making sure you have physical technical securities in place, and then you got to check those by doing like an assessment, or what they're calling here verification validation. So that you're going through all of those steps to make sure the system is very secure. Education and certifications. Okay, so saying you need a bachelor's degree in CS, information assurance, or similar or equivalent work experience. What they mean by that is you could have a bachelor's degree in information technology, or a bachelor's degree in information systems with a specialization in security, or a bachelor's degree in computer networking or computer whatever. Like they want you to have some sort of a technical degree where you have a very deep understanding of basic computer skills. So certifications, they're saying an active Security Plus, CISSP, CISA, CISM, CFE, or CEH. Those are the preferred certifications that they're looking for. Training background. They want you to adhere to security, go to security conferences. Their background is what they want you to have been to security conferences, SAN certifications, chairing forums, writing security and technical papers and books. That's the kind of background they're looking for. So this job, I would definitely have a lot of questions if I was applying for this, because it seems extremely like they really want you to do a lot of different things. And so I'm very curious of what industry they're in. I'm sure you could probably check it out here. This might be the actual company right here now that I'm looking at it, not a staffing agency. This is actually a software Yeah, it's a software company. So it looks like they're looking for one person to do all their security stuff, which is it's interesting. I guess if it's small enough, that would be fine. But man, that's a lot for one person. That's not typical. You should know. Normally, even in small organizations, you have somebody doing different things. You might have somebody doing the documentation piece. If you're, especially if you're doing like work for like the government, you'll have somebody doing documentation and doing. They might do assessments and stuff. That's one person does that. Then you have a technical person who implements that stuff, and that usually be your system engineers, your system administrators. And then you have a project manager they just manage all these different projects. They might also be the project engineer that's in ahead of their doing all their guiding all their software stuff. And then they also guide some of the guys doing big projects in the office that are putting networks together. And then they also guide the people who are putting packages together for the government. So you normally have different people doing these different jobs, but they're asking the person to do everything. So I would be a little leery about that. So that's it on this one, guys. I hope that this was you can learn something, or maybe this is even a job that you can apply for. If you're watching this a year from now, you never know. They might actually still need someone, because people are in and out. As you know, if you've been in IT, people are in and out of positions all the time. So you might want to still give them a call or email them. All right, that's it for this one. See you on the next one.